and welcome to Cookbook Junction. I'm Celintia, and today we're diving into a dessert with a golden crunch, a melting center, and a very mixed up origin story. It's Mexican fried ice cream, served up from the pages of the Los Angeles Times California Cookbook. The cookbook was first published in 1981 and edited by Betsy Pawsley and the Times award-winning food staff. More than just a cookbook, it's a reflection of California's diverse culinary scene. The Times food section at that time was one of the largest in the country. While not every recipe was developed in the Times test kitchen, many, including reader favorites and regional classics, were carefully selected and adapted for home cooks by the editorial team, just down the hall where I used to work myself. But that's another story. But what about Mexican fried ice cream? The twist is, it's really not originally Mexican. Ice cream got a serious makeover in the mid-1800s thanks to Augustus Jackson from Philadelphia, known as the father of ice cream. But he didn't fry it. Some say it first appeared at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair alongside the debut of the ice cream sundae. There's also a strong case for Japanese tempura chefs in the 1960s who were already experts at frying delicate items quickly, possibly adapting their method to desserts. In the 1970s, early mentions of fried ice cream began showing up in Chinese American menus. So how did it become so strongly linked to Mexican cuisine? In the 1980s, the Tex-Mex restaurant chain Chi-Chi's helped make fried ice cream a staple of Mexican-themed dining in the U.S. But we're going to stick to the Mexican fried ice cream recipe here from the LA Times cookbook. We need some vanilla ice cream, cinnamon, cornflakes, and sugar. Scoop out at least 3 to 4 balls of ice cream and set it back in the freezer for a couple of hours. Now it's time to crush some cornflakes and add about 2 teaspoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Take out our ice cream and form them into round balls and coat with the cornflakes. It's pretty messy, so I'm using gloves for this part. Place back in freezer for another hour or 2. This time, dip into 1 beaten egg and coat again with cornflakes. Place back into the freezer for an hour. You really want to make sure the ice cream is coated, so I'm dipping them again in the egg and coating them with more cornflakes. Place back in freezer for an hour and keep them frozen until ready to use. Heat oil until temperature reaches about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're not sure, add a cornflake to test the oil. Place your ice cream balls into the hot oil. I fried these for about 20 seconds. Then place on paper towels to drain off any excess oil. Serve immediately. You can add honey or whipped cream or nothing at all. So is fried ice cream really from Mexico? Not quite, but it is an American story and it's just as delicious. Thanks for joining me on Cookbook Junction. If you enjoyed this culinary time warp, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know which cookbook you love to see featured up next. Until then, I'll see you next time.